Hey, it's December 1st, 2024. It's about 6 o'clock evening here, and I want to make a video for anybody who's watching this, for local community members, the law enforcement, and anybody who's confused about these operations. I've been involved in it for 49 months now. 49 months. I left Fort Morgan, Colorado in November 2nd, 2020. And it's going to be an hour long video here, so I'll do my best to give a recap on what is happening here. So my name is Golden Randava, and I'm 30 years old, and I'm involved in these operations here where my location has been getting tracked for the past 3 years now, since summer of 2021. I found out that my location was being tracked since August of 2021. During that time, I was in the process of getting a job at Dragonfly golf course, and which they got involved. The trading community immediately got involved with the management and the worker. Again, right now, the trading community is helping Jenna and Jordan for what happened. 12 years ago, because this was the let me just give you guys the whole picture. These ideas and accusations, like such as I have a color syndrome, this guy's artistic, these things were created by Ashley and Patty. They knew of me. They didn't know me very well. They just knew of me, like I had a reputation of the most attractive guy in the school. That was my reputation for a long time. I had girls checking me out before I even got to middle school. Um, so they came to me. I didn't go to them. They were very observant about of me. The month of September 2010, the month of October 2010. By November, I remember after Black Friday, yeah, they started getting a lot of control because I seen them in the holidays of 2010 in the shopping, and they wanted control, and I could not give that. And they started tracking my location to my communication, and they had control, but then I started fighting back. And by July of 2011, July of 2011, I started speaking out. Their response was, "I don't know what you're talking about." So what happened my sophomore year was they got everybody involved. So the seven girls that created this of tracking my location, getting involved with my communication. If I would speak with anybody in my high school, somebody would immediately get involved and say, "What did Golden said? Okay, could you wear black and white tomorrow?" So if it was a female, the female would wear like yoga pants or legging, black, and a white tank top or a white hoodie. I know it sounds very insane. Back in the days when I was in high school, you didn't had to go further on reading facial expression or uh, or body language. You just need to ask where the colors are at. Where are the colors? Black t-shirt, black hoodie, black yoga pants. It was just black and white. Black and white. That was what was trending. And so the girls that created this, story short, is the girls who created this, they got Jenna and Jordan involved in the summer of 2011, because Jenna and Jordan told Ashley and Patty, those girls, that Golden came by our house. So I drove by their house to get to do a shortcut because I was living in Ridgewood. I was coming from Greenbrier Middle School, and uh, it was only one time. Stump Road was closed. There was construction going on. This is summer 2011, and we drove through the homes, leaving Greenbrier. We got on Pearl Road, and then we took a right turn on Kingsdale. And her dad was outside. They made a big deal out of it, and they told other people that Golden drove by her house. I don't know what was the big deal out of it, but she made a big deal out of it. Then Jenna was getting involved with my driving school, asking other people, and I didn't like that. I said my response was I didn't had like a conversation with this girl since like last year, 2010. Jenna was May 2010, and then Jordan was was in September 2010. So the fact that now it's September 2011, she's getting involved with my driving school, that was something that was very awkward because I'm like, I even said it in May, just to be very transparent here, May of 2010, I said this girl does not have any personality, and because she did not have any personality, I rejected her. I didn't want to move forward with her. But I don't recall any incident. If this was a lie, if I'm lying about that, I never had any conflict with her in middle school. She wanted me to meet her parents, and I met her parents. Like 2 minutes though, after middle school was over. So again, I never had any conflict with her, no problem whatsoever. I did found out, which was disturbing. The only controversy that ever happened that you can call it disturbing was Jordan fighting a black girl, because it's a white community, and you're supposed to give like a special treatment, or you have to be nice with the minority groups though. We found out that she fought a black girl. Everybody was talking about it. And yeah, that's the only controversy that I can think of, like that's regarding someone getting hurt, someone being in a dangerous situation. She put her hands on a black girl. But besides, I'm not pushing agenda here. That's the only thing that would be concerning or alarming, that any law enforcement wants to know. But this was the fall of 2008 that she did. Our middle school was over in June of 2010. I didn't speak with her. I knew she was having soccer practice in the summer of 2010 in the mornings, but that was written on her MySpace page. But I this is what shocks me the most, is that I already had a relationship that I was communicating with. I was carrying out with more than 30 people conversation in summer 2010 before I got to high school. And this this girl, I don't know her very well, and she again, these girls, they know of me, but they don't they don't know me very well. Like they never spend a day with me. They never been in a social environment with me. So let's just make that clear. And yeah, everybody, all the girls knew about my reputation of being the attractive guy. So if they want to impress their friend, they try to like communicate with me. But this girl, she tried showing off her in 2011. She tried showing off her have her friends show off her leg. So her friends were wearing skirt, and I didn't look. I wasn't interested. I was very young. I was 16 years old. I was more focused on playing basketball. That was my focus was, and listening to music. I wasn't thinking about girls. I was 16 years old. I was just, it was, yeah. And I was also snowboarding at the time, so I was preoccupied with sports though. But she had her friend show me the legs in the study hall. That was it. But I was also getting kicked out of the cafeteria, so I wasn't showing up in my study hall or my lunch, and I would go to Tri-C. So I don't know Jenna and Jordan very well. She only got involved because of Ashley and Patty request. And since then, they were getting involved. From September 2011, she started getting involved with my driving school. And it took me about 6 months to confront her. I even brought it up to Ashley's attention that you're using Jenna and Jordan. That was in December of 2011. I already went to the police station to the Parma Heights Police Department in November of 2011. So I brought it up to the police officer's attention of the Parma Heights department, and then I also brought it up to Ashley Green's attention that, hey, you're using Jenna and Jordan. It took me not until March to yell at her and say, leave me alone. I yelled at her so loud that everybody stopped. More than 200 people stopped what they were doing. So uh, yeah, this is a girl who just doesn't leave me alone, because I don't know her. I want to be very clear here. I don't It's like we never had any a decent conversation. I was never impressed by her social skill. I didn't see anything that stood out. I knew that Jordan had a potential, like she's a good athlete, but when it comes to communication skill, good personality, um, social skills, I didn't see any of that. Because I didn't see any of that, I rejected her immediately because that's a turnoff for me. So if I find out, like, I mean, this is during my high school experience. If I ever find out that someone does not have good communication skill or social skill, or their what do you call it, their personality, that's a big turnoff in a relationship, and result of that, I'm not gonna move forward. So that's what I saw from Jenna and Jordan. This girl, I don't know, I don't know, but what I find it very strange is that she does not want she never had the courage to call me and say, "Hey, Golden, do you want to get some breakfast at Denny's? Or like get some lunch." You know, I lived one street away from her. She know where I lived at. I don't understand that, but you don't want to have lunch with someone and talk to them face to face, but you want to get involved with their driving school. Today, I look like the bad guy here, but I never put my hands on her. I never done anything wrong to her. Even though she was at wrong, I wanted to make sure I took responsibility and accountability for myself. Um, but this is a girl who kept getting involved. But I do want to, this is very important. March of 2012, everyone moved on. Ashley, Patty, Amira, her sister, Sam, Melissa, Brittany Belinsky, and there's another her name, so I see they all moved on. This is so I'm gonna say October or November of 2010 till March 2012. So they were getting with those girls were getting involved with me for 17 months, 18 months. They stopped. That's fair though. That's fair. We even got a confirmation. So Ashley and Patty, they saw me at Tri-C in 2013, the fall of 2013, with two girls at Tri-C. And the next day, 2 days went by. Now it's been a week now. 14 days now. It's 14 days. Not a one sign, no clue, nothing. They moved on. I mean, I'm just being honest, and I'm also being fair here. The girls who created these operations, these shenanigans, like the colors, tracking location, getting involved with my communication. If I would speak with anybody, this happened to Harry Haas also. So when I would speak with anybody, somebody would immediately get involved. They created all these strategies, though. It's again all these things are designed for control. Tell me one thing. These things are not designed for control, though, like tracking location, getting involved with someone's communication and their relationship, having people wear colors. If you that's another way of manipulating someone, but I don't care about the colors. Like I said before, I found out about the color rumor in February of 2011, because the first week we had a snowstorm, a month of February of 2011. And that's when I found out about the colors. And back then, again, you just had to look at the colors and say, okay, this guy knows of me and he's being sent, because the colors tells it. I mean, it was that easy. You don't even have to read body language. You don't have to read about their tone, their words, the story that they're telling. The color gives it away. I mean, it was that ridiculous, I want to say. But Jenna and Jordan, one thing I do want to say about these girls, and this is for the law enforcement and everybody who's watching this in the future, is that Jenna and Jordan, I don't know her very well, but her parents don't have any college education. Her mother worked at a restaurant. Her father, I think he was a maintenance. I could be wrong here. Was like a labor worker at a hotel. So the parents did not had a good solid education. Her mother, from what I was told by other girls in high school, her mother wanted Jordan and Jenna to become follow her path. I don't know why, but that's what I was told. I don't even know. I mean, I'm looking at Jordan's education. It's not any impressive. It's very average. Jenna, she wanted, I think she was doing hair. I'm not sure if she's still doing hair or not. She went to do hairs because she was doing vocational programs when I was in Normandy. doing hair. So these, and this is such a very important information, and I'll talk very slow. So these are individuals who are operating their life with low intelligence. I want to be very clear, and I don't think it's not good for them. It's not healthy for them to blindfoldly follow other individual like Ashley and Patty, because they blindfoldly listen to Ashley and Patty and the whole colors, black and white, the whole um, the whole shenanigans. This girl, what she should have done is when Ashley and Patty told them that, hey, where Golden is obsessed with colors like black and white, what Jenna and Jordan should have done is just call me and call me and bring it to my attention. What she did, what Jenna and Jordan did was she got involved with my driving school. She never called me. She never had a lunch with me, and I know that she's not close with Ashley and Patty. She's not, because Jenna and Jordan are one grade below than Ashley. When they were in eighth grade, we were in seventh grade. So this is the level of ignorance that I'm telling you about. So she, since 2011, she's been informing people about wear black hoodie, wear a black t-shirt, wear black pants, wear black yoga pants, wear black leggings, wear black and white shoes. That's what she's been informing people. But now she stopped because she knows that I don't care. There's been, I think the trading community has already ran so many social experiment where they know that I can care less about it. They're also tracking my thoughts using some kind of witchcraft. That's kind of accurate. There's been so many experiment done. I'll talk later about it, but they know that this guy doesn't care. It's been so many experiment has been done now at this point. I've been involved in this now for about 49 months. They've been tracking my location since August 2021. So now they have a better understanding that I don't give a fuck about these colors and stuff like that. So like, but also like electric scooters were trending in beginning of 2022. They fade away. EV bikes were trending back in 2023 when I was in Stanford. They fade away. They found out I don't care about it. All these things, all these shenanigans, they have volatility. They trend. Trending is another word. I see them often, but they fade away because the trading community is, they think, oh, this guy likes, he's obsessed with this or that. Anyway, so Jenna and Jordan, even I want to say this for even like anybody who's watching this in the future, is that I took responsibility from this individual when I was expelled from March of 2012. When I was expelled, the right common sense thing to do was change school. What I did was, I was 17 years old. I was under the age of 18. So I needed to file a form. I needed to file a form to change school, and which I did that. And she was still getting involved, in month of April 2012, month of May 2012. She was constantly getting involved, and I was very, because everyone moved on and she benefited nothing. And what else is it? Sending Megan and Molly at Starbucks, and the Starbucks employees told me that she's sending out her friends though, and she got it. There was a guy named Prashan. He was waiting. He's an African American guy. He's a good friend of mine. I mean, we were just friends. Like, I would say hello and hi to him. Nothing close. But he was waiting for me in the office because they were communicating. Someone was communicating that gold, because they knew I was at Regency. So she got Jordan and Jenna was getting involved with Lisa and Cynthia in August of 2012, and they knew I was at Regency. I was at Regency in the first place because she sent Ryan at Hidden Groove to create conflict with me. So because I had a conflict with Ryan at Hidden Groove, I went to Regency. But they knew that I was leaving Regency in September of 2012, and they knew that I'm coming to high school, and there was a guy waiting for me in the office. His name was Prashant. He was wearing black pants, white T-shirt. I'm here, again. everybody wore colors from September 2012 all the way all the way to January 2013, and nobody, she just told people to wear colors and told people to track my location while I was in high school, but she wasn't monitoring it. She wasn't following up, and she wouldn't ask students, be like, "Tell me that what happened this week, what happened this month, the last month." She didn't do that. She just told people that, hey, track his location, wear colors in front of him, and people did that for five. Students did that for 5 months, and after eventually it just faded away. People stopped wearing colors because nothing was happening. So even high school was over. High school was over. She was still getting involved. I got a job. I saved my money and I left. So again, now the trading community has got involved, has got a hold of Jenna and Jordan in the month of October of 2020. And I've been involved in the situation since November of 2020. They've been using voodoo dolls to manipulate me. And my first panic attack I had was on November 1st, 2020, and I left Fort Morgan in November 2nd, 2020. And they've been tracking my location now since August of 2021. I think they could be tracking my location even earlier because they knew that I was flying from Houston to Fresno. They knew about my flight schedule, and how they know that is because they get involved with the flight attendants. That's how they know that. They knew that I'm flying from Houston, Texas to Fresno, and yeah. Anyway, and yeah, they manipulated. I lost everything. The manipulation that took place in October of 2020, I lost everything by March of 2021 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That includes my Toyota Prius C. That was worth about $17,000 to $16,000. I lost that. I had $2,000 worth of belongings in my car. I lost that because I couldn't carry it, and my duffel bag that I had all my clothes in, I lost that also, just right month after that. So I've been in this situation for so long. My state was all time bad, and they I'm still involved in this after 49 months later. I'm still here, and it is causing, it's very traumatizing because right now I'm gonna just show this with you guys. So if you look at this right here, if you look at the ceiling, they have spy cameras. So they have spy cameras, and right now, not only the trading community is watching me, but also the students, the local community is watching this, and it's very traumatizing. And they believe that I am pushing agenda for this case, but they don't believe that I am very traumatized by this whole experience, and I'm giving up every single thing on getting out. They know that. I mean, it's been a very disturbing situation overall, because it's just been like, whoa. And the trading community. So what they did is, in the month of October of 2020, once they got hold of, so my investing club hacked my computers. They got hold of Jenna and Jordan. Right after that, Tom Diesel. I think his real name is William. I think his name is William. I'm not sure, but he goes by Tom Diesel. He lives in Chicks Republican. He was wearing a white T-shirt. I just want to. Colors are very important during this time, so just look out for it. And this is Jenna and Jordan's ideas behind it, and it's easy to tell. Uh, it's beyond ridiculous, but you'll find it out. Okay, here it goes. So October of 2020, Tom Diesel, he's part of the My Investing Club team. His interview came out in the podcast. They were doing podcasts with Harry Haas and James Freelander. Then Joseph Kelly's podcast came out with Harry Haas and James Freelander. And then on the first week of November, Alex Tomei was wearing a black T-shirt, and he was very emotional. This is, yeah. So they were They were pushing they had their own story. They also thought I was gonna killing or murdering. That story was a storyline was trending for a little while, but they now they can't pull it off because I've been to police station for more than 50 times, and obviously I made so many videos on YouTube now, and and also I wrote everything on Twitter. The murder and killing, that storyline is not effective anymore. Um, Alex Tamays did spend $80,000 on a private jet. I'm not sure which company it was where he spent that money, but those storylines are not effective. But also, Jenna and Jordan's folks already told the My Investing Club that hey, he's not gonna put harms against you, because I never did that to them when they were getting involved with me for 3 years. Not even violence, like not even hurting her. So I'm only sharing this with you because how insane this whole situation is. Um, so uh, my investing club were so this situation is wild. I'm not. It's hard to explain these things, but there's been a lot of witchcraft and voodoo dolls. Someone has been playing with me since March of 2019. Someone. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know. I have a guess. I got very sick in the month of March of 2019, and then right after that, I someone has been playing with me. I don't know who this person is. And what happened with me on March 1st, I woke up at around Sunday around 5:30 or 5:40. I woke up at, and I did my pass down with my manager, and then I don't know what happened to my state. I know it was a form of a manipulation. I don't know who this person was, but I said something very reckless thing about Alex Tamays. They knew who I was after a week later, because the message that I wrote to James Freelander on March 1st, after a week later or 2 weeks later, I got to Nebraska because of COVID was happening in the Bay Area. I had to get out. They were hacking into my computer. I knew it in the real time. They were hacking into my computer. This is a month of end of March and April. They were hacking into my, but it's a brand new computer though. So, and they found out I think a few days later. That it's a brand new computer because there's nothing there. I'm assuming hard drive or anything like that, and then they wanted to kick me out of the club, but I kept dodging it. I knew what they were thinking. I was that good, but my focus has always been like apologize, but they didn't want to go on that path. They were more committed on kicking me out of the club than but I messaged Alex Tamays multiple times on Slack communication, um, but he wasn't gonna have he didn't want that. So I stopped after, I would say, after July, when they wanted to raid my house. They had Bobby is an Asian male. I'm not sure if he's Vietnamese or something. He was selling steak, and that was one way to get my home address in month of July of 2020. To The story was to raid my house. They wanted to do that. Um, what was it? Um, they're communicating on Slack communication, and also Bao and Alex Tamays and Tosh, they communicate on WhatsApp. Joseph Kelly is the head monitor, but also Faye. She was born in China, but she migrated with her father to USA, and she got her citizenship. First she got a green card, and then she got her citizenship. She has been a key player in 2020. She was communicating with um with the My Investing Club every time I would have conversation with them. Or there's a guy named Owen. He works for the Los Angeles Metro. He was trending in beginning of in 2021 because I ran away from the My Investing Club in the month of March of 2021 when they wanted to track my location the first time, and I went from Houston, Texas to Albuquerque to Los Angeles. I don't know where I lost the team, but they somehow they knew that I went through the subway train in month of March of 2021. They knew about it. That's why they were using Owen. But I was also communicating with Owen in March of 2020 on Slack communication. Just friends, just friend having conversation about the events were happening in the COVID events were happening. I knew about COVID very well because of Bill Gates about viruses breaking out, and I knew that media didn't know what they were talking about. But I also read books about viruses, how they break out very fast, and COVID was more of a situation where you had to take personal responsibility of yourself. I made a reckless decision about quitting my job because I only had $28,000. I had zero debt. Um, and it was a because COVID was happening. So, yeah, I mean, but I never managed to. I wanted to communicate with the Mind Investing Club, but I kept having I couldn't build the foundation of relationship with them. I couldn't do that. They were hacking into my computers. They were having stories with their moderators every week. So, for example, I shared my P&L with Joseph Kelly. In the spring of 2020, I made $2,000 and $900. He immediately shared that with his team. So yeah, this is yeah. So it was hard to build a relationship with anybody and apologize of the incident that happened on March 1st, because I feel I couldn't build a relationship with any of these guys though. And they were pushing their own story about murder, killing. They also again in July they wanted to raid my house, but I dodged that. I didn't, obviously I'm vegetarian. I wasn't gonna order steak. And the my investing club anniversary of 2020, even a month before, they thought I was hiding behind a fake profile, but I wasn't. They also knew that I was a minor mine college in Colorado. And and because through my computer IP address or something like a MAC address, they knew about it. So, but I just watched the videos. I wasn't even a part of the chat room community. But yeah, they were so. Like a long story short is Bao came. I left Fort Morgan in November 2nd, 2020, with the voodoo dolls they were doing. So once they got hold of Jenna and Jordan in the month of October of 2020, the Mind Investing Club team member decided to use voodoo dolls. That was their way of manipulating me. Um, and they did that, and result of me losing everything. Bao was in Miami in December of 2020, and yeah, and they couldn't wrap this case up. I didn't go back to the My Investing Club chat room after January 1st. That was the same time that when I wished Alex Tomei a happy new year, he took that opportunity on getting a private jet and going from Miami to Phoenix, Phoenix to LA, LA back to Miami. So he spent 80 grand. In Phoenix, Tosh, he goes by T Bradley 90. He lives over there, and then Bao was living in downtown LA. He has a condo over there. My state got worse and worse. There was a snowstorm in Texas. I don't know what the date was. I think it was February or March. I'm not sure. I felt like fire on my face, something they were doing with the voodoo dolls. And it was, I had sex. I smoked a cigarette. I drink alcohol. I, um, I did all those things. Nothing helped me. I walked through the neighborhood on December 23rd, 2020. I was speaking with Max about this case. December 23rd, 2020. I was walking in the middle of the night. So I've been through hell, but the manipulation, the voodoo dolls was a major problem because they're manipulating your state and you're going through hell. You're going in circle. Um, I was I lost everything. I went to from LA to Phoenix. I kept going back and forth. I was in the desert. End of May, I went to 2 days to reach out to Jenna and Jordan, but that wasn't successful. I spoke with her father, but he didn't want to have lunch with me. He said you might want to leave, and I did. They had a little showdown to create a conflict. Nick, he's a partner of Jordan. He came and he said he kind of yelled at me. I left their house. This is June of 2021, and Jordan, she was in her car, and yeah, and they were tracking my location when I was only there for 2 days in Ohio, but I was staying in with my cousin Harmon and his family. I didn't speak anything about. I'm sorry. I was in Ohio for 3 days. Sorry, 3 days, not 2 days. 3 days. But for 2 days, I stayed with Herman. I did not speak anything about this case to Herman, because I didn't want to pose any negativity. They were curious about what is he doing, but they also saw my clothes. I was wearing some very big clothes, so that was, and my face looked very awkward, strange. The money that Herman's mother given me, $50. I used it to get a haircut a little bit. Um, but Herman paid for my Starbucks or my food. They treated me good. I There was a guy. I asked him to get me. There was a guy who cuts hair. He was the one. The first night he picked me up to sleep in his garage, um, which I did that. Um, I met him at a bar, and he was the one who given me the ticket to. I felt I was so scared. I didn't want to fly out. I got a train from Ohio to Chicago, Chicago to Houston. Again, and then after 3 days later, I went from Houston to to Fresno. I've been in worse situations, so like I got baptized, but baptized did not help the things that were bothering me, the voodoo dolls. But this whole experience been a very hell, and I will give up anything to get out. They put me in some very. I was going in the fall of 2011. I'm sorry, fall of 2021. I was working out at Dragonfly outdoor activity. I was also going to Gurdwara. It's a church, Gurdwara, every like three or four times a day. I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, 3 or 4 times a week, or sometimes 5 times a week, per week. The stress level was killing me, and I don't know what to do. And I even made a video in September, which I'll have it on the spreadsheet. September of 2021. Um, these guys, they just kept manipulating me with voodoo dolls. My state was so bad that I went from Fresno to Santa Rosa to get a job. It didn't work out. I came right back to Fresno. They kept manipulating me. I went from Fresno to Bay Area like 5 times. I kept going in circle. They were communicating with my employment. First was Armors, then it was other security companies. It didn't help them at all. Then I did some DoorDash for 2 months. For 2 months, DoorDash and Grubhub. They were communicating with restaurants. They were communicating with customers. They were also communicating with the people that can manually sign the orders to me in the center, the what do you call it, customer service center. That's how insane this thing got. This was December of 2021, January and February of 2022. DoorDash and Grubhub, they were communicating with 3 different parties to manipulate the whole situation. You have a customer, restaurant, and then customer service center. They can manually give you orders while you turn the app on. My state was all time bad. I couldn't do anything on January 14 or January 15. I think I spoke with the Newark Police Department that my investing club team is hosting their event. Um, and that's LA meetup, and that event was only there for this case, and I reported it to the police department, so they couldn't wrap this case up, but my state was all time bad. Um, they nothing got solved. They wanted to create conflict when Jordan was getting married May 7th, 2022, but I called it out ahead of time. I spoke with the the police officers in Santa Rosa about this, different cities in Santa Rosa nearby. Like I said, I've been to 50 different police stations already. I've been to Palo Alto police station more than 30 times now. Um, but yeah, voodoo dolls have been a major issue here, manipulating my state. I've been to 11 universities. My state was so bad. Even in 2022, summer of 2022, I asked myself a question. I said, "Hey, are you willing to sleep outside when you're in Hawaii?" And I said, "Yeah, I will do that because the weather is nice." My state was so bad. I was living in a dirty apartment, and I needed to get out of the circumstances. And I went to Hawaii, and yeah, they were tracking my location over there. They were getting involved with local businesses. Um, they Nothing got achieved. Then I went from Hawaii to Austin. In Austin, they were communicating with the law enforcement, the University of Austin University of Austin at Austin. I'm sorry, University of Texas at Austin. They were communicating with the police on the campus. They were communicating with the dining hall staff, faculty members, students. My relationship with the Indian students were fine. They were helping me. They actually check up on me on middle of the night. I spoke with them, the Indian students. So my relationship was okay with them. Um, this is when my cousins started getting involved. Let me talk about my cousins also. So summer of 2022, that's when my cousins started getting involved with this case, because Jenna and Jordan informed the trading community that I was with my cousin in the summer of 2021. So it made sense that the summer of 2022, that's when they got involved, and they started contributing to this group. Yeah, so they didn't start being part of the operations until the end of 2023. So I did not had any issues with them, but so Sandeep, he's been sending out Punjabi people to my location, but also blackmailing me for food. I don't know. He was so driven on showing me Lexus SUV. He did that first. The first month was September of 2023 at GB Sport. He used an African American guy. That was the first time. Nothing happened. I walked by him. I have the video, and from there on, it was Cupertino. Um, they send all the Asian people with driving a Lexus SUV at Chipotle. That happened. I recorded that. They kept doing all these shenanigans. Alpine Inn in Patola Valley, and they sent a Punjabi male to disrespect me. But then they showed, when I was leaving Alpine Inn, they showed me old Lexus SUV. I'm only sharing what's the current reality of the situation is. Um, but this guy has been blackmailing me for food. Um, just just won't let me eat, and then things got just last month I started speaking very like very bad, but also I went to jail on May 5th. I went to jail because of this reason, because September of 2023, October 2023, now it's November, December, January, February, March. Things got so bad that by March, things got so bad in March that I left the Bay Area, and and I went to San Luis Obispo. Even at San Luis Obispo, they kept bothering me with voodoo dolls, sending out messages, and I had outburst. I had an outburst, and I didn't go to the church. I was at someone's office space. I felt very bad to take, because it's cold during nighttime, so I needed to be at I took a warm shelter, and I did something that I'm not proud of in someone's office, but I already made the attempt to reach out. I'm still waiting for them to reach out to me, um, but long story short is May 5th happened. They were driven on showing me messages with Lexus SUV, Honda CBR, and all these things. These are my cousins. They're showing me cars with, and I said, hey, I broke the glass. I went to jail for 31 days. Um, but I don't know these guys very well. He in I just want to show you he's been part of the operation since end of 2023. But in the beginning of 2023, he was just sharing ideas such as like whole milk gallon in the dining hall. I know that was trending, and I knew who was behind it. They don't know me very well. They know my dad, but they don't know me very well. I departed away from my cousin in August 2008, and then my other cousin Herman, July 15 to 2009. I don't know them very well, and we wanted to depart away from him in 04, 03, but it took us a long time. Um, there is a bit of a jealousy that they were not expecting me to have this level of education. They wanted me to become a car salesman or become a factory worker, because of my parent structure. But they don't know me. That this is what I'm trying to say for the law enforcement. Anybody who's watching this, they don't know about my godfather. They don't know about my mentors that I had during my teenager year. They don't know any information about that. So they saw me today, who I am today. But even when I was a teenager, I wasn't close with them. I departed away from them since August 2008, July 15, 2009. So it's been so many years. We knew that these people don't have our best interest. We're looking at the past data from the 1970s and the 1980s. The best thing to do is depart ways if somebody does not have your best interest. It's just from that data, we're just looking at it. So I don't know how they. I mean, I find it very strange because they're very driven on sending messages. They feel entitlement. They feel all these things, but I'm like, I barely know who you are, and they know that. That's why he's creating conflict around Chick-fil-A, because he knows that I don't know a lot of things about him, like Pokemon, Game Boy, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and Chick-fil-A. He knows that. So Herman is he worked as in the mechanic shop at Walmart. Uh, he he watched movies when he was younger, at the age of 10 years old. He went to the libraries. I know which apartments that he was living in. I have very little information about him. So is his sister. So the fact that they're part of these operations, they're showing me cars, they're showing me their license plate number, sending these silly games. That's all that's been happening so far. Time to time, they will send out Punjabi people, but not as much. They send a Punjabi male over the summer. He wanted to talk about a terrorist who is locked up in India. I told him don't talk about that in front of me. I'm not interested. And yeah, that's what he. I have the video. I'll put it on the spreadsheet. All these videos. Yeah. Um, and they don't know me very well. Like I said, they don't know me. They don't. My mentor, my education, my friends, my relationship. They don't know any information about that. They're helping the trading community, because the request of Jenna and Jordan. So that's what's happening right now. Like I said, my family, my cousins, my everybody's involved in it. Students, faculty members, um, police officers, campus police, fire department. Everybody's involved in this case, informed about this case. Um, Public defenders, you name it. This has been a wild situation. So UCLA evaluation was on December 7th, 2023, and I'm still part of this. Yeah, I'm still part of this shenanigans. And yeah, I was in a mental. They orchestrated a fight in August 12th, 2023. I was living with my sister, Rupinder. They orchestrated a fight with my sister. She fought with me over a bread that cost $3. I'm not lying. I think it's like $2 and some like 50 cents or something like that. She fought with me over that bread, and they arrested me. There was a 51 hold on me, and I went to a mental evaluation, and I stayed there for 3 days, and then I don't know, things didn't work out. Um, my Santa Rosa, they orchestrated my arrest in Santa Rosa because they wanted to do my mental evaluation, which was UCLA evaluation, was done on December 7th. That was done on my arrest was on May of 2023 in Sinaloa State University. They got involved with the student, and they got involved with the police department. So they also did my arrest in January of 2023 in Santa Cruz University. So I've been arrested 3 times: Santa Cruz University, Sinaloa State in Santa Rosa, and then San Luis Obispo. So I mean, I've been through hell. I mean, that's why I'm giving it. So, I do want to say this I'm gonna give a summary here, and this is to the law enforcement and anybody who's watching it in the future. They know I've been through hell. I've been through hell because they put me in some very disturbing states. Um, Voodoo dolls manipulating my state. Um, they raise my heartbeat. They know I've been through hell. The story that they've been telling themselves, and this, they remind me this every single day, and they remind me every hour, or most of the time, and that is, when you turn in 20 years from now, they want to get even with me. They think that I want to bring some kind of damages or towards them. Um, that's what the story is for the past 2 years. They think that I want to get even with them. They remind me using license plate number that 40 or 50 years old or 23 years from now, that they want to get back with me or they want to degrade my health. They've been using voodoo dolls to force me to use restroom for 1 year now. They've been raising heartbeat. They've been causing pain to my shoulder. They also been causing pain to my knees. What else? They've been causing pain to my teeth. Uh, they also been causing pain to my eyes sometime. All these things, I want to point that out. Um, but the story is they they're telling themselves is that when people get older, they want to they cause damages, they want to commit crimes. My decision is departing ways from these folks for a long term. I don't want to ever come across paths with these guys. They ruined my life. I mean, I've been involved in this for 4 years now. I've been in some dangerous, reckless states that they've been put me in. I was living in my car in Hillsborough. I was living in my car in the Bay Area in 2021. I've been in worse situation, and I'll give up anything to get out of the situation. They're blackmailing me for food right now. They didn't let me eat today. Um, and I just know that if I go to local businesses, they're gonna create more problems over there. So I'm deciding not to. But yeah, my decision is to give up every single thing, and even the money that I'll get from the trading community, I'm giving up that. This has been a nightmare situation. I'm giving up every single thing. Um, yeah, this situation, I want to inform. This situation comes at a cost of like betrayal and privacy. Um, it jeopardizes individuals' relationships. That's what I'm trying to say here. I'll give up anything to get out. Jenna and Jordan, these individuals, they received no benefits of getting involved with me when I was in high school for 3 years and 4 months. Now it's been 4 years now and 1 month. She got no benefits, and I know my life is ruined, and I have to give up every single thing to get out. They think I'm gonna move forward with them, but I'll never move forward with them. I don't trust these people. I have to give up the money though. They remind me every single day that hey, when you turn 50 years old, we want to file a case against you or we want to degrade your health. They've been sending me these messages 2 years for 2 years for 2 years now. They also they also Uh, I mean, this has been going on nonstop, but it's just been insane. Um, but manipulating my state using voodoo dolls has been the major problem in this situation. Um, yeah, they're communicating with law enforcement. Yesterday, I was getting just going from here to Target for Starbucks and Target. They had the Irvine Police Department parked outside, just parked immediately once I arrived there. Nothing happened. I went to a different Starbucks. I got on the bus and I went to different Starbucks. So these are the shenanigans that are happening every single day. They're using so much resources, but it's not necessary. They got spy cameras. I don't make a lot of decisions though, and after this, I'm at a business building right now, uh, but I'm gonna go to the philosophy department very soon. I'm not making a lot of decisions, and even if I don't make a lot of decisions, they still they still they're very committed on creating conflict for this case. Right now, so many people know about me, the students, faculty members, staff, any other staff, they know about me. Local businesses, I'll give up anything to get out. I don't want to ever come across paths with these guys. They're threatening me every single day, what they want to do to me 20 years from now. But I will give up anything to get out. This has been a nasty situation. This comes at an individual's privacy, betrayal. It jeopardizes people's relationships. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is a girl. I mean, I try explain the trading community doesn't respect me. They don't listen to me, and result of the communication isn't that effective. My communication with them, but Jenna and Jordan barely know who I am, and this is a girl who received no benefit. She received no benefit whatsoever, and she's getting involved with me, and I'm like, I barely know who you are, and it's just really very disturbing though. I mean, I'm not. I think she has a kid now, and she has a second kid coming her way. I wish her best of luck, because I the meaning that I'm giving to this event is that Ashley and Patty got her involved in the situation, and I'm taking the responsibility on departing ways. I did that in 2014. I'll do it again on departing ways from her. I don't want to ever come across paths with these individuals. The fact that this has been going on for 4 years now, it's just been beyond disturbing. I knew how bad my state was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Things just got worse. Again, there's been a lot of manipulation, and the manipulation hasn't helped the trading community though. So I'll give up anything to get out of the situation. I mean, every day they remind me that they want to do something to me. They want to get back to me in 10 years from now, 20, meaning when they want to get back to me, they want to file a case against me. They know that I want to depart away from them. I'll give up anything to get out of the situation. This has been a nasty situation. I mean, it's just been what an experience overall. This is a traumatizing experience. They think I'm a pushing agenda, but in reality, I'm giving up every single thing. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt others. I don't believe in violence. I the last time I've been in a fight was back in '07. Um, I bel I believe that violence doesn't solve anything. And Gandhi, Dr. King, they all believed in the concept of nonviolence. So the trading community doesn't know me, and I'll give up anything to get out of the situation. Again, this has been Jenna and Jordan. They never experienced my leadership. She never see me in in my social setting. She never been in a dinner party events, any dinner events or party, so any kind of social event. She never been in it. The fact that, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand that. How can you have this much obsession with me? This is a girl. I mean, again, folks, we have to be direct here. This is a girl who has little to no education. She's operating her life with low intelligence, and she's making serious accusations like this guy has a color syndrome, this guy's artistic. I don't know what is being said about me, but I'm gonna find out. I just cannot keep living like this, and I'll give up anything to get out of the situation. I know how much this is affecting me. I just know it, and yeah. Right now, I'm just gonna eat a sandwich when I get back to the I'm using the I'm sleeping at the philosophy department, and I'm using their kitchen. They got spy cameras all over the building in the philosophy department, and obviously here. What do you do at this point? They got total control here. So I'll give up anything to get out of this situation. It's been a nightmare. I mean, I mean, I went from being a social individual to living my life as a solitude. Solitude. There's no there's no romantic relationship with another partner. There's no holidays. There's no conversation with other folks. This is a nightmare. They're using so many the local residents here. They think of me as a freak. I don't know. I mean, it's just been a nightmare. When I go to local businesses, so many they send about more than like 30 different parties. 30 different parties. Think about that. Just at one particular place. It's been a nightmare. And she benefited nothing 4 years. I mean, when I was in high school, I'm like, girl, move on with your life. I done nothing for this girl. I to the folks that are watching this, anybody who's watching this, law enforcement, I never called this girl. I never texted her. I never taken her on a date. I never went over her house, like came over her house. No event, no social events, nothing. I don't know. This girl, Jenna and Jordan, she should speak up and say, I barely know this guy. So, I mean, I'm giving up every single thing. This has been an experience overall. Like, what have I got myself involved? But yeah, every day they remind me that they want to get back to me. I don't know. They send a lot of threats to me, but I'll give up anything to get out of the situation. I provided all the information. Uh, they, yeah, so many people, the trading community, Nathan, Lance, Lucas, Cody, Jack Kellogg, Bryce Tui, Timothy Skypes, Bao Alex Tomei, Joseph Kelly, T. Bradley 90, Stan Gouldsman. So many people are involved in this case. So many people. Um, they're communicating on Discord or Slack communication. Um, Bao went to Vietnam so many times. It's just been, this is dumb. The whole situation is dumb. They should have never manipulated my state because this could have all been over. But yeah, um, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm living my life. It's just not healthy. I mean, if I give up every single thing, that means that I don't want to I don't want to come across paths with these guys again. I really don't, because this has been a very traumatizing experience. There's no break whatsoever. You're in it for 24/7. You're in it in this situation. There's no break. What's 7 days a week, surveillance. You know, like let somebody eat if they want to eat. This drink right here, I drink this once a day. This helps me get through the day though. This really helps me. By drinking this helps me so much. I'm actually gonna go get a second drink though, and call it a day. Yeah, it's just been a nightmare. The whole situation has been a nightmare situation. I'm giving up every single thing. Like, this has been, I'm away from my relationship. My location is being tracked since August 2021. They're using voodoo dolls constantly, manipulating my body. They're also sending their story. And this is this is important message. The story that they're telling themselves constantly, and their team, is that when people get older, they take revenge. But I don't want to come across path with these guys. I'm giving up the money because I value my relationships. I don't think I would do anything reckless, but I don't want to come across paths with these guys again. I don't trust my cousins, and they know I don't trust them, and I don't want to. I will never. I don't want to have any association with them, and they know it's been August 2008, 2009, and they know. And I'll just say this for understanding purposes. They know other families. They pay college tuition for their other cousins. We're not like that. They know we're not close. We're not close like that. We knew back in 03, 04 about my cousins. They don't share our best interests. We knew about that in 03. So result of that, we just wanted to depart ways, and we did do that. I just want to have it for the clarity purposes. Right now, race has been a big issue. They're sending out Asian people, Indian people. These are the two races that are trending right now. But um, the situation is kind of ridiculous because they don't know me very well. I've been with Asian people a few times and I had a good experience with them. Indian people, I don't have a lot of history because I'm from Ohio. I started socializing with Indian students in 2017. Other than that, I don't have a lot of history, but what can you do? Right now, they're sending out Indian students, Indian people, but they don't know my experience though. They don't know me very well. So these are the games that are happening right now. Uh, what do you do, folks? What do you do? I will do anything to get out of this situation. I'm wrapping up this. Like I said, they're tracking my location, surveillance everywhere. They even use Tesla for camera footage. Uh, Folks, I'll give up anything to get out of this situation. Today is December 1st, 2024. I made a video last year during the holidays, during December, and I'm making a video again. I'm still part of these operations after 49 months now. So I'll give up anything to get out of this situation. It's December 1st. It's about 7:25. So yeah. By the way, if I go to the restroom, if I go, for example, yesterday I went to some 4 o'clock or some like I went to Starbucks. They think that I'm sending them a hidden messages with the clock. I'm sending them a message. They're very overthinker with they no they overthink with numbers though. So for example, if I leave at 7:30 here to go to Starbucks, they think I'm sending them hidden messages. So again, I'm giving up every single thing. I've been observing behaviors for so long. This thing comes at a cost, and I will give up everything on getting out of these circumstances. What an experience overall. What an experience. My goodness. I'm not strong enough. I don't want to be part of this. I'll give up anything. Like, just what an experience overall. Yeah. Sorry, folks. I made it very long, but now if I end this video at 1 hour and 7 minutes, they're gonna think I'm sending them a message. What do you do? If you did it at 1:10, they still think I'm sending them a message. What do you do? So again, there you go, folks. Yeah.